Hi, Steve. My name is Christina. I reached out to you the other day about providing a video on how to improve your online presence. I did a little bit of research, so I'm just going to go ahead and just dive right in. So, as we know, any consumer, if they're looking for a product or a service, they go to Google and they type in a keyword in the search result bar there, right? And for example, in your situation, your future consumer is going to type in like tree service or tree removal, Lynchburg, Virginia, right? Now, whenever we see a location at the end of that, such as Lynchburg, Virginia, that tells us that that is a local consumer looking for a local business to get service done right away. So they have that higher buyer intent, right? Now, let me show you some areas within Google here that are really important. Now, these are ads and they're great to run, but essentially, what's really important and to be listed here, now this is an ad as well, is to be listed here within this section here, and that's what we call the Google Map Pack. Now, as we said, this is a consumer looking for a service to be done right away. And just based on convenience, they see these companies first. They're going to be contacting these companies first. And ideally, they're going to be getting the more clicks and the more consumers, right? The more customers. And these are your top three competitors in your area. Now, essentially, this top position right here, that's the person that gets the most clicks out of any business that's located on the site within the search results. Now, um, however, this section down here, this is what we call organic listings. These are websites that have Google's requirement of 1,500 to 2,000 words on the home page. That's what we call content. And what drives the content is by having the keywords on the home page. So, like example, tree service Lynchburg, right? So if you have tree service Lynchburg all over your home page, you're going to come up within that search result, right? Because Google considers you as a preferred website. Now, I just want to look here. Actually, you know what? I noticed whenever I did look you guys up, you don't have a website per se, but you do have a Facebook page and a Google My Business. Actually, let me just click here. Okay, so you have like a business site, but not an actual website. Okay. All right, let me just see here. And that's still great to have, but you really want to optimize it. And unfortunately, with these types of websites for Google, you're not able to optimize them. So let me show you what I mean by that. Now, actually, let me backtrack. The Google My Business page, right? The Google Map Pack, as we see here. Whenever we click on more businesses, I was just looking to see where you are located at. Let me just see here. Okay, so there you are right there, which you're not too far from the top three there. You're kind of like in the middle section. So that's still good. You're in the middle section, but of course you want to get kind of bumped up there and move into, you get into that top three. And there's a number of ways you can do that. Some of these things you can do on your own. Some we can do, if that's something that you're interested in. But one thing you can do is make sure that you're replying to your reviews. So people that are leaving your reviews, make sure you comment on them, thanking them, what have you. Do weekly posts with photos where the photos are geotagged to your area. Okay. And then also to make sure you have your business description. Google likes to see 750 characters within that. Make sure you have your like tree service and landscaping services, those keywords within that. And then something that we do for our clients is what we call citations. So citations are basically your contact information. So like sorry, excuse me, your website URL, your email address, your phone number, right? So your contact information. Now, basically, we give your information to as many people as possible, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, right? And it's basically like a popularity contest. What's going to help you is that Google sees you as more trustworthy or more popular because they see you listed. And essentially, we like to list you more places than your competitors, right? So they see you listed more, they see you as more popular, and then in return, then they rank you accordingly and essentially then beat out your competitors, is what we do. So we do a little research to see the citations that your competitors have going on, and then we meet them by that number and then essentially beat them by anywhere from like 50 to 100. It depends, but so like a popularity contest really. But those couple things that I mentioned to you that you can do, definitely do that. That'll help you get your ranking kind of beefed up a little bit where you can get into that top three. And I also took a look at landscaping Lynchburg, and I didn't see you within the map pack, but let me just see if you're coming up. um, Okay, and it doesn't look like you're coming up for the landscaping. Um, yeah, no. Okay, so I have to do a little research to see exactly where you're coming up. But you definitely want to be coming up for both of those services because obviously that's you're all four seasons, so you're servicing the landscaping and the tree service. So you definitely want to get visible within those both of those search results. So now, let me show you the importance of having a website and having it optimized, okay? So this is your top, actually, you know what? Okay. This is one of your top competitors in the area. Now, I know they have locations all throughout the East Coast, so they're a little bit on the larger scale. But just to give you an idea, um, the keywords that we talked about, so those buyer intent keywords, now they're probably going to be pretty general. All right, my internet's taking. Okay, there we go. So this is the amount of people that's reaching out to them every month. Okay, so that is a large amount. And again, they have multiple locations. It's going to take me a little bit to see what type of keywords they have on their website to really see where the traffic's coming from. But I want to show you here. Neither this is a franchise, so again, they have locations all across the East Coast, but just looking at the Lynchburg page, okay? Now, as you see here, Tree Service Lynchburg, okay? So there's 200 people searching that buyer intent keyword every month, and they're in the third position. So they're going to get the majority of those people that's looking for that search, that buyer intent keyword, right? They're going to get the majority of those consumers reaching out to them. And same thing, like tree service, so you see a different variation. It's not as, doesn't have as much volume to it. Tree removal, about 90, okay? And they're in the fifth position. But as you see here, not so much of this one that's more branded, but you see how they're in the top position. So they're going to get a big chunk of those leads that are coming in by the search results. I'm just looking at stump grinding here. But by having a website, this is another competitor of yours. Now, they're in the landscaping services, so I don't believe they do any tree removal. But again, this is a local competitor of yours. And as you can see, like the website's okay, design wise, they definitely need to add more content. But what's going on the behind the scenes? Now, what I was showing you with those other sites with the keywords, this is a paid program I pay for every month. It helps me with my research and my website audits. And essentially, it gives me like the behind the scenes of what's going on. Um, Again, taking a look at the keywords here. Now, when we look at landscaping Lynchburg, Virginia, right? 350 people are searching that keyword alone every month, and they're in the fifth position. It looks like they're dropping too. So just imagine, I mean, generally, let's say out of those 350 people, you get 10% of those people coming to you to get an estimate, make an appointment, essentially become new consumers. Just 10%. That's new jobs every month. Okay. And that's just for landscaping. And there's also other keywords too, like hardscaping. That doesn't seem like it's too much of a volume, but I showed you the tree service, right? Even lawn care, that's still a pretty decent high volume, right? As far as people searching that keyword, they're in the ninth position. Get you in that top position there, you'd be able to get a good chunk of those leads coming in every month. But to show you here kind of like an overview, just based off of the keywords they have on their website, right? So they're coming up with the search results. They have about 71 on their page entirely, or their site, excuse me. This is the amount of people that's reaching out to them every month, whether to get more information, whether to get an estimate, to make an appointment, what have you. Okay. And then even to consider what their closing rate is, just say 20% of that, because these are people already reaching out to them. 20% of that number alone are new customers every month, every month. And that's just the power of having the correct keywords on a website so that you're optimizing it right. It's working for you. You're able to be found in the Google search results, and also too to where your Google My Business page, that business profile is in that Google Map pack, and get you into top 3, really optimizing the one that you have. That'll essentially get you more leads as well. So, and just by looking at this number right here, this is kind of the trust factor with Google. And these numbers are pretty low. I mean, that tells me we would be able to outrank them pretty quickly. And again, I know they're landscaping, but just to give you an idea of some things that you can do online to really improve your online presence. So I hope this video is helpful. If you have any questions, reach out to me anytime. I'd be happy to help answer them for you. And if you want to get a game plan together, that would be great. If you want to kind of chit chat to see what you want to do. But ultimately, I provide these videos for business owners on showing them, again, some suggestions they can do on their own and really how important it is to really improve that online presence. So, and how essentially they can, convert to leads to new consumers every month. So, again, I hope you found this helpful and I hope you're having a wonderful day and I hope you take care. Bye bye.